This card is now expired, but it's something that I used to pay for Facebook advertisements, starting with my business and then for other businesses. And it grew that I have to pay for more than 10 businesses in a day. And that's how I started with as little as 1,000 kwacha. My name is Trevor Milanzi, and I would like to share my life story with you. The year was 2018, and I had just published my ebook, What Business, in which I help people in terms of what business they can start. As an e-copy, I wasn't sure in terms of how am I going to put my book on Amazon, for example, on Kindle. So I decided to do it myself. I would post in WhatsApp groups, Facebook groups, but it wasn't enough. And that's when I learned about Facebook advertisements, where you sponsor your page or you boost your post on the page. And I was a bit skeptical. It's something I didn't know, but I was willing to try. So I tried with 1,000 kwacha. And at the end of 24 hours, I had reached about 1,000 people and had gotten about 20 to 30 comments in terms of everybody saying, can you send me the book? I would like to read it. Out of those 30 comments, about 5 bought the book. I used to say at 1,000 kwacha as well. And you can now imagine that I had spent 1,000 kwacha to sponsor my post, and 5 people bought. So 1,000 kwacha, I make 5,000 kwacha. I thought that was a good deal, and that's how I got started. And eventually I would increase my budget. I would spend $4 a day, $5 a day, and so on. But that wasn't the best part. The best part was that not many people were willing to try. It's easy, but it's not as simple, or rather it's simple, but it's not as easy as people think in terms of doing it. So people would come to say, can you do it for my page? Can you do it for my page? And before I knew it, I was doing it for a lot of people. And that's how I started. So I would basically charge 1,000 kwacha per dollar. The dollar was about 700 kwacha by then, so I would make 300 kwacha profit. And the more I would do it for more people, the more profit I would make. Now, you have to understand that people prepay. This is the business model that I had adopted. That if you want me to boost your page, you pay me, I deposit into my bank account, and Facebook will charge my bank account. So basically, I didn't really need any money to do it. I just needed my bank card. So if someone will come and say, I want you to do it for $100, basically they pay me 100,000. I pay to Facebook to boost their page or their post, which would cost me about 70,000, and I would make 30,000 profit. So it was basically a game of numbers that now all I had to do was increase the number of people that I would have to boost for, in addition to my own post as well. So in general, that's how I got started. And I would like to teach you in terms of how you can also get started in the same area, so you can actually be able to. So how do you do it? How do you sponsor Facebook ads, or how do you boost Facebook posts? And even if you already know how to do it, how can you grow it as a business? In most cases, I would really like to start from the very, very beginning for you to be able to understand this. You have to understand what the internet is. Now, this might seem a bit trivial for some to ask you what is the internet, but your understanding of what the internet is will determine the success of the business. Here's a simple illustration. I want you to consider a country like Malawi. You might want to go to Lilongwe, and in Lilongwe you want to go to Area 49, but not just Area 49, you want to go to Area 49, Sector 2, House number 5. So you see that this is pretty much specific. There's only one house which is in Sector 2, which is house number 5 in Area 49. You can also have another house 5, but it won't be in Sector 2. So the same with the internet. Each computer, wherever it is, has a specific address to say www.motomw.com. There's only one motomw.com at any particular point in time. So all you are doing basically is accessing files from these computers to say, I want music, where do I find music? Or I can find it on malawimusic.com. So you enter malawimusic.com and you access their computers, you download the music to your phone or your PC. So that's pretty much it. But imagine you wanted to download a picture of, let's say, Katy Perry. It's not like you just enter katyperry.com and you find the picture. You might guess, but that's not how it works. So that's where companies like Google come in to say, our job is to help you go through the internet. You type what you want and we'll give you the websites to which that thing exists. So if you go on google.com, you type Katy Perry, so it will give you all the images and all the websites that contain anything to do with Katy Perry. But that's Google. So those are called search engines. Then you have other websites which let you to create your own mini website within that website. More like a house that has several rooms and a living room and whatnot, so that if someone goes into the house, they can interact with another person in another room. So these are called social networks. And this is where categories of Facebook come in, where they can connect people. So I have to create a Facebook profile, for example, to say facebook.com/Trevor Milanzi. Another one also create their own facebook.com/their name. And we can easily interact within this social platform. So there are many of them. You have Facebook, you have Twitter, and what have you. So basically that's how these things work. That's the first part. The second part is you have to understand how do they make money. So let me start with Google. Google, when you search anything, instead of just giving you the results, it can also give you an advertisement. So if you search business plan, it will give you a list of websites that contain the word business plan. In addition to that, it will show you advertisements of websites that are also offering business plans. So for them, they allow other people to pay them so that if someone searches the word business plan, they should show you. And if you click, you might buy or not. But basically, that's how they make money. For you to easily understand it, consider radio or TV adverts. In this case, let's take Zodiac. Zodiac might have a lot of people who listen to it or who watch the Zodiac television. So they may say, you can place your advert for 30 seconds during the news hour when people are watching the most, and you pay us 100,000. And you can decide, oh, so I'll pay 100,000 for 30 seconds during the news hour. And you can make a calculation to say, is it worth it for me or not? So you can pay and you put your advert. So basically what Zodiac is doing is giving you the airtime to put your advert during the news hour. What Zodiac is not doing is to buy your products. It's just giving you the audience. It's you now who has to make a compelling advert to say so much and so much and so much, so that people can, when people see or listen to the advert, they should be like, yes, that's what we want. And they start making calls to call you and whatnot. But if your advert is not nice or doesn't offer value to people, people will not buy. And you basically make a loss that you advertise, but you did not get people or you did not get customers back. So this understanding should be at the back of your mind, because most people confuse paying for Facebook advertisements with customers coming to their shop or buying their products. It's possible you might pay to Facebook so much that people might not even bother to call you to ask for your products, simply because you did not understand how the rules of the game work. So basically this is how we're going to go through this presentation. We'll start going through the basics in terms of what are the Facebook rules of the game, the easy part of boosting or sponsoring or paying to Facebook, and the harder part, which is how do you make people buy your products, or how do you make people buy your customers' products. So when people come to say, can you boost this for us? It's not just an issue of paying to Facebook, but you should be able to give concrete advice to say, this can work, this cannot work, so that the customers should get value for their money. If they don't get value for their money, they're not going to come back to say, can you do it for us again? So it has to work both ways. And your understanding of this would be the growth of your business.